Welcome back, fellow mythmakers and kaiju enthusiasts, to our epic saga, War of the Primordials. In our last episode, the slumbering giant, a Tyrannosaurus rex of unimaginable scale, was awakened from its ancient prison of ice. Its earth-shattering roar was a declaration of dominance, a promise of a new, savage reign. But that roar did more than just shake mountains. It reached into the deepest, darkest corners of the world, stirring something far older, far more complex, and infinitely more malevolent. Today, we witness the consequence of that awakening in Episode 2, The Dragon from the Deep. A massive, swirling vortex of dark clouds and lightning forms over the Pacific Ocean, centered on a location previously thought to be an empty abyssal plain. The planet itself seems to scream. Seismographs across the globe spiral into chaos, their needles frantically scratching out a symphony of destruction. It's not just one earthquake, it's thousands, a planetary convulsion originating from a single point in the crushing blackness of the ocean's abyss. Far from the icy prison of the Tyrant King, another tomb is breaking open. This is not a prison of ice, but one of immense pressure and eons of silence. On the deck of the research vessel Odyssey, adrift in the now treacherous waters of the South Pacific, panic is a tangible thing. Alarms blare, drowned out by the howling wind and the crash of colossal waves against the hull. Dr. Aris Thorne clings to a railing, his face pale, staring at a sonar screen that displays an impossible image. It can't be. The energy readings are totally off the charts. This isn't geological, it's biological, for sure. Something wild is down there. Something enormous is rising, and it's pushing the entire ocean floor up with it. Below them, miles deep in the crushing dark, the abyss splits open, not with the slow grind of tectonic plates, but with a violent, explosive force. A chasm of incandescent light tears through the darkness, illuminating a form that has not seen light since the world was young. A titanic, draconic shape, wreathed in shadows and ancient power. The water temperature around the Odyssey skyrockets, boiling in great, steaming plumes. Then, the surface of the ocean erupts. It's not a wave, but a mountain of water, crowned by 5 colossal, serpentine necks. 5 heads, each a nightmare incarnate, rise into the storm-racked sky. The first head, crimson-scaled and horned, breathes a torrent of pure, liquid fire that turns the very air to plasma. The second, a deep cerulean with fins like razors, seems to command the waves themselves. The third, ghostly white and almost translucent, exhales a gale-force wind that rips clouds from the sky. The fourth, a rugged stone-like brown, has eyes that glow with the molten heart of the earth. And the fifth is a head of pure, abyssal black, its form shifting and indistinct, its eyes twin voids that seem to swallow the light. This is Tiamat, the chromatic dragon, the mother of chaos. Her heads speak, not with one voice, but 5. A discordant chorus of primordial fury that echoes across the globe. The crimson head snarls, its voice the crackle of a world-ending inferno. Who dares wake the mother of chaos? This world, it has forgotten its true master. The cerulean head tastes the air, its voice a deep, gurgling current, the scent of blood and hunger. He lives, the beast of the land, the unchained jaw. He has broken his icy chains. The white head hisses, its voice the howl of a hurricane. Let him. His arrogance will be his undoing. This world will be unmade and born anew in our image. The brown head lets out a low guttural rumble like the shifting of continents. The earth groans. It remembers our power. It will break for us. And the central black head whispers, a sound that chills the soul, a promise of absolute nothingness. All will return to the void. All will return to me. Tiamat's awakening is not a localized event. It's a global cataclysm. Where her firehead glances, volcanoes long dormant erupt in sympathetic fury. Where her waterhead turns, coastlines are swallowed by tsunamis born from an impossible tide. The winds from her airhead spawn continent-spanning hurricanes. The earth quakes under the gaze of her earthhead, splitting canyons across ancient landscapes. The world's ecosystems, its delicate balance of life, begin to unravel at a terrifying speed. Meanwhile, thousands of miles away in a hidden bunker deep in the Andes Mountains, a young but brilliant mythologist named Kale watches the satellite feeds with a look of pure horror. He's surrounded by ancient texts and scrolls, pages filled with prophecies dismissed as myth for millennia. On his screen, the 5-headed beast is silhouetted against a sky of fire and lightning. His voice is barely a whisper, filled with a dawning, terrible understanding. The legends, they weren't just stories. The chromatic hydra, the queen of the abyss, it's her. It's Tiamat. He frantically flips through a crumbling tome, his finger tracing a crude, ancient drawing of a five-headed dragon battling a monstrous two-legged reptile. The prophecy: when the Land King roars, the Sea Queen will answer. Their war will be the world's eulogy. He looks up, his eyes wide with dread. If that dragon is real, the world is doomed. Back at the epicenter of the storm, Tiamat flexes her colossal wings for the first time in an age. The membrane of her wings is not skin, but a tapestry of swirling elemental energies: fire, water, lightning, earth, and shadow. With a single monumental downbeat, she lifts her gargantuan body from the sea. The ocean itself seems to fall away from her, revealing a form of such immense size that it defies all known laws of biology. She is a living embodiment of the planet's raw, untamed power. She is not just a monster, she is a goddess of destruction, and her church is the screaming, chaotic world she is creating. Her five heads scan the horizon, their senses reaching across the planet, ignoring the fleeting, insignificant creations of man. They are searching for only one thing: their ancient rival, the Tyrant King. In the frozen north, the giant Tyrannosaurus Rex senses it. He stops his rampage through the icy wastes, his massive head lifting from the carcass of a whale he had dragged from the sea. He sniffs the air, a low growl building in his chest. It's a scent he has not smelled in 65 million years. The scent of ozone, brimstone, salt, and something more. The scent of his equal, his enemy, the scent of the dragon. His growl deepens, escalating into a full-throated roar that challenges the heavens. It is a sound of pure, primal dominance, a declaration that the land belongs to him and him alone. Tiamat hears it. Her five heads turn in unison toward the north. A horrifying multi-toned shriek of rage and anticipation rips through the sky, a direct answer to the Tyrannosaurus's challenge. The war has been declared, the primordials are awake, and their battlefield is our world. From the sea's cradle to the mountain's bones, the primordials rise once more. The age of monsters has truly begun. What happens when these two titans finally meet? The raw, brutal strength of the Tyrant King versus the elemental chaos of the Dragon Queen. Who will emerge victorious in the first clash of this primordial war? The fate of the planet hangs in the balance. Thank you so much for joining us for this chapter of our epic tale. The storm is just beginning, and you won't want to miss what comes next. If you're as excited as we are, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe or follow to the channel, and ring that notification bell so you're the first to know when episode 3 drops. We'll see you then.